Gearbor presents the top 5 best gas weed eater. Let's get started with the list. Starting off our list at number 1, Hasparna 128LD Gas String Trimmer. First up, let's have a look at the Hasparna 128LD. As one of our top overall picks, you can expect this model to provide an outstanding level of performance, regardless of whether you use weed eater for commercial or residential trimming. On both fronts, you can expect this model's 28cc 2-cycle engine and 17-inch cutting width to handle any weed thrown at it. The Hasparna 128LD is also surprisingly easy to use, starting with its ignition. To that end, this model utilizes a smart start system that reduces the amount of effort that must exerted on the pull cord ignition. Once you've got this weed eater in motion, you'll also be able to shut it off without completely killing the engine. Simply use this model's auto-return stop switch and you'll be able to pause your trimming on a dime. At number 2, Hasparna 129C Gas String Trimmer. Next up is the Hasparna 129C, which has really made an effort to redefine ease of use when it comes to gas weed eaters. That starts with this model's curved shaft, which evenly distributes the unit's already lightweight load and makes it easier to trim with precision without needing to overexert oneself. Without question, you'll physically be able to trim for longer with the Hasparna 129C in your arsenal. This is even true of some of the Hasparna 129C's core functions. For example, extracting more line won't require you to stop trimming and fiddle around with this unit's head. Instead, you can just utilize its simplified tap-and-go function by pressing the head on a soft surface to release some extra line. This same T25 trimmer head is fairly durable as well and also easy to reload when your current spool runs out. At number 3, Honda HHT35 Slit Shaft String Trimmer. Honda may be better known for its cars, but perhaps they could gain a second reputation for quality gas weed whips if the Honda HHT35 Slit has anything to say about it. This model utilizes a 35cc 4-stroke engine that is significantly more powerful than other units in its class. Despite all that power, this weed eater still starts up with ease. That's because it uses Honda's proprietary quick start system that minimizes the amount of force needed to achieve ignition. Also, the Honda HHT35 Slit has been hailed for its fuel efficiency. First off, this model doesn't require any special gas/oil mixture. It only requires regular unleaded gas, which already cuts down on its cost of operation. But then, because this model's motor is a 4-stroke rather than 2-stroke, it has been rated to use 50% less fuel overall. That's a difference you'll notice particularly if you have to do a lot weed whipping around your commercial property. At number 4, Remington RM2510 Curved Shaft Weed Eater. For a lot of homeowners and business owners, getting a gas weed eater is a must. But doing so on a tight budget can feel challenging, given that most worthwhile models today cost over $100. But not so with the Remington RM2510, which is priced well below that. For that price, you get a solid amount of performance centered around this model's 25cc engine. That motor includes quick start technology too, so you won't need to tire yourself out to simply get the unit working. Once the Remington RM2510 spins into motion, you'll immediately notice one of its other unique features. To be specific, you'll notice that it utilizes 0.95 line that is substantially thicker than the kind most other residential and commercial weed eaters use. While this thickness makes the line overall less flexible, you'll also find it stronger and more able to work through some tough underbrush. With a 16-inch cutting diameter, this line gets great coverage as well. At number 5, Craftsman WC205 Gas-Powered String Trimmer. Anyone who has worked in an industrial setting knows the Craftsman name and its association with quality products. Though it's outside their usual tool range, the Craftsman WC205 demonstrates that this brand knows what it is up to when it comes to outdoor maintenance equipment. This includes maintaining the industry standard for performance with its 25cc motor and 17-inch cutting diameter. But the Craftsman WC205 also brings some unique features to the table as well. For example, the unique curve of this model's shaft makes it ideal for accomplishing hard-to-reach or excessively technical trimming. This model also includes a multi-position handle that is surprisingly easy to adjust and lock back into place. Taken together, the Craftsman WC205 provides a comfortable grip that won't your hands aching after an hour or two of use.